Good afternoon, everyone. A warm and cheerful welcome to our respected faculty members, distinguished judge speaker, and all the distinguished first year students joining us for the LaunchPad 2026 Kickstarting B.E Beginnings, organized by SA Engineering College. Engineering is not just about earning a degree, it's about developing the skills, mindset, and confidence to solve real world problems. Today's event marks the beginning of an exciting journey for all our first year students. The theme of today's special session is AI agents from prompting to problem solving. Artificial intelligence is rapidly transforming the way we learn, work, and innovate. Through this session, you will gain insights into how AI agents are evolving beyond simple prompts to becoming intelligent systems capable of solving complex real world challenges. We hope today's session inspires you to explore new technologies, think creatively, and build innovative solutions. We are honored to welcome Mr. Mohammed Anas, co-founder and Chief Technology Officer of Webzenith Solutions. Mr. Anas is a proud alumnus of SA Engineering College, and his journey from being a student of this institution to becoming a successful technology entrepreneur is truly inspiring. We welcome you, sir. He is passionate technology leader with expertise in artificial intelligence, software development, cybersecurity, and emerging technologies. Through his work, he has mentored aspiring developers, guided innovative projects, and inspired countless students to build practical real-world solutions. We are especially grateful that Webzenith Solutions is one of our esteemed recruiting partners, providing valuable career opportunities and contributing to the placements of many of our seniors. His continued support and association with our college reflects his dedication to nurturing young talents and strengthening industry academia collaboration. It's truly a proud moment for us to welcome one of our own back to his alma mater. On behalf of the management, principal, faculty members, and students of SA Engineering College, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for accepting our invitation and taking the time to share your valuable knowledge and experience with us. Now, without taking much of your valuable time, it gives me immense pleasure to invite Mr. Mohammed Anas, co-founder and CTO of Webzenith Solutions, to deliver today's keynote session on AI agents from prompting to problem solving. Dear sir, we are eager to learn from your experience and insights. The virtual stage is all yours, sir. Thank you.
Am I audible? கேக்குதா எல்லாருக்கும்? You guys able to hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. Hello guys, you are my first year students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, sir.
So I think like you guys are in the beginning of your engineering journey. It's like a wonderful college as well. So நானும் அங்க தான் படிச்சேன். So I think like Bhumika, so thank you so much for that wonderful words first of all. Okay, wow. So yep.
Thank you,
Yes
sir.
guys, let's get started. So Romba, I don't want to sort of like take a lot of your time. As I said, like we'll keep it short and crisp. So I'll share my experience. So by the end of this session, so make sure உங்களுக்கு எந்த questions இருந்தாலுமே make sure you're clarifying those things as well. Okay, let's get started. Okay, yeah, பரவாயில்லப்பா எல்லாருமே ஆக்டிவா இருக்கீங்க. You guys are responsive. Wonderful audience. Yep. I'll just share my screen. I have like an PPT presented. So by end of the session, we'll just have like, and if time permits, we'll just have like a small hands-on session. Okay, where you'll also be able to sort of like build something. Okay. Yeah, let's get started. Let me know once you guys can see my screen, guys. Okay. Wonderful. Nice. Let's get started, guys. So yeah, a bit about myself first. Bhumikaவே போதுன்ற அளவுக்கு சொல்லிட்டாங்க, but I'll sort of like take this small time to sort of like also introduce myself. So I'm Anas. அவங்க காலேஜ்ல தான் படிச்சேன். Now I own an IT firm now, and yeah, things has been going good. So yeah, as a first year students, எனக்கு தெரியும் உங்களோட எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸ் என்னவா இருந்திருக்கும் காலேஜ்குள்ள வரும்போது. You want to sort of like have fun, ஜாலியா இருக்கணும், make a lot of new friends. கொஞ்சம் படிச்சா போதும் அந்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். So I was also entering college with a similar mindset. Then வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறமா there is a lot of things which has happened, And I'm very grateful for the mentorship that I got from the college. And like there are a lot of wonderful faculties there. So make sure that you are properly conveying whatever you want and will properly that specific place is a wonderful place. Okay. So then I started my company when I was in my final year. The company name is Webzenith Solutions, and we are actually currently operating in Chennai, and we have actually collaborated with the Indian Navy and European Union. We have actually collaborated with. So yes, I'm the company order, one of the co-founders and chief technological officer. I take care of the general technological stuff there, right? So okay, so that's a bit about me. I think let's get started with the session, right? So first things first, in the session, attend right? First things first, when I was in college, right? When I was in my college days, that is when the AI line is getting started, right? So people started to hear about ChatGPT, எப்படி work பண்றாங்க, எப்படி use பண்றாங்க, how is it transforming. We actually really had something called as like an thing called prompt engineer. So அது ஒரு actual job இருந்துச்சு, and now things have evolved, right? So AI is going to be in the future. So now I'll confidently tell you this, guys. AI is here. Now it's time for us to adapt and learn and work alongside AI, right? So that's major in the session, right? So you guys would have done Google searching. You would have definitely opened ChatGPT and like questions use so yeah. So what are we actually going to do, right? So rather than this being like a small session where I'm sort of like talking for 1 hour and where you guys are sort of like listening, we'll make this interactive, right? So probably எத்தனை பேர் இங்க ChatGPT யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க இதுக்கு முன்னாடி? You guys can raise up your hands. Yeah. Wonderful. So there is a lot of people who have used it. Super. So,
Yes, sir.
Super. இங்க எத்தனை பேரு always yes. So இங்க எத்தனை பேரு actually you guys used an AI agent or some sort of like an agentic tool for completing few of your tasks. இப்போ for an example, நான் வந்துட்டு ஒரு PPT பண்ணணும், இல்லைன்னா நான் ஒரு அசஸ்மெண்ட் எழுதணும், அந்த மாதிரி ஜாப்க்குலாம் எத்தனை பேர் யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So basically that is what we are going to be taking a look at, how you can use a lot of AI tools for accelerating whatever you are doing in your day-to-day life. Okay, wonderful guys, wonderful audience. Yes. So by end of this sessions, what is the actual difference between normal chatbot and what is an AI agent? How are they differentiated in the விஷயம் தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும், and pick the right tool for the right job, right? Because like let's basically assume you want to cut a paper, right? You will ideally use a scissor. So you want to cut a tree, you'll use a chainsaw. So probably picking the right tool for the right job is going to make sure that you guys are properly completing the task with very minimal effort from your end. Okay, so adapathime we'll be talking about a bit, right? Yeah. So, and I'll also be giving you some general insights. Okay, so உங்களுக்கு யாராச்சும் ஏதாச்சும் queries இருந்துச்சுன்னா you can always ask those things as well when we are actually doing things. Okay, first things first, ஒரு சாதா ஒரு chatbotக்கும் ஒரு AI agentsக்கும் என்ன வித்தியாசம் இப்படின்ற ஒரு விஷயம் இருக்கும். I'll take this, I'll explain this you guys in a nutshell. Okay, I'll keep it very simple. I'll keep it like a very simple thing. So these diagrams, it might explain you, right? So ஒரு chatbot என்ன பண்ணும் உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும். Whenever you ask some questions,
Yes,
it will show you some answers, right? So அதுதான் இருக்கும். That is generally what it will do. But how is an AI agent different from a normal chatbot, right? So because like as you guys might have known, so we'll just open ChatGPT here, right? I can ask hi. We'll just go with instant. Hi. What is 2 + 2? Let's basically ask a question there, right? So you can see this actually gives me an answer. So what is 2 + 2? It just gives me an answer, right? Whenever I'm asking it some questions, I'm able to get some answers. And you can also do, hey, I want to create a project on Python for creating an AI agent. Can you help me with that? So if I'm asking this thing to do something for me. Let's see how it reacts. Yes. So see guys, I asked it a question, it gave me an answer, correct? So ஒரு நார்மலான chatbot-ஆல என்ன பண்ண முடியும்னா you can ask questions, and it can actually give you some answers. இதுதான் பண்ண முடியும். So what it tells me now is, hey, I want you to create a Python project அப்படின்னு சொல்றேன். It is actually asking me to நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும் and like what you should be probably doing. You should be using Python, OpenAPI, LangGraph, Fast API, இதெல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணி you can build this. இந்த மாதிரிலாம் நீங்க இந்த கமாண்ட்ஸ்லாம் ரன் பண்ணுங்க. This will help you get started with this project. In the Madri, this is giving me instructions, right? So this is where the chatbot ends actually, right? And this isn't something like I think like millions of times, right? So now how is this different? How is an AI agent different from whatever we just did right now? An AI agent will be able to take actions on behalf of you, right? So if our விஷயம் பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன், I want that to do something, right? So ஒரு சின்ன example எடுத்துப்போம். I'll do the same thing, right? I'll go to Gemini. Yeah. So basically what I'll ask you to do is, okay, I want to schedule a meeting for tomorrow at 5 a.m. 5 p.m. And name it AI agents tutorial, right? So I'm going to ask the same prompt or like some sort of like a similar prompt to Gemini. Let's see what it does. Okay. So it took some operation on my behalf, right? So whenever I actually open this up, this would have performed some operation here, right? Let's see. You see? So probably we have the AI tutorial TikTok, sorry, the AI agents tutorial. This isn't something which I created. This is something which the AI created on behalf of me. Now, operation it did. Okay. So a bit into this. Okay. So we will actually, I'll probably take you guys a slightly bit more into this, how this works and how this actually happened, right? So how like a normal chatbot and an AI agent works. Now, what is happening here? What is the actual difference between here? Okay. Let's get started. We'll just go to a new thing. Okay. So as all of us know, right? So ஒரு நார்மலான chatbot-ஆல என்ன பண்ண முடியும்னா we can ask a question and it can give us an answer, right? So this is something which all of them do, right? Then idikappuram what happens next is, this is where the chatbot ideally ends. So what is an AI agent? Romba simple ah eduthupom. Or AI agent na enna, it should be able to do something அப்படின்றத சொல்லியாச்சு. Then how does it actually work? அது என்னது? How does it actually make these things work? It's very simple. இங்க எத்தனை பேர் வந்துட்டு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் நினைக்கிறேன். ஸோ இங்க எத்தனை பேருக்கு லூப்பிங் அப்படின்ற ஒரு கான்செப்ட் தெரியும்? ஆர் லூப், வைட் லூப் இதெல்லாம் படிச்சிருக்கீங்களா? You guys know about it? Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
So an AI agent is nothing but like a big loop. Other than that, there is nothing more complex to it, right? So yeah, let's get started. Let's say you ask it a question, right? So first of all, let me draw the loop for you guys. Okay. So probably what you'll do is, it will do, let's basically say, if not, we'll repeat, right? So it starts with your prompt. You are giving it a prompt to do something, right? So it will take this prompt, it will check if the operation is done. If not, what it will do is, it will perform some operation on behalf of you. This is detailed, but first things first, it will perform some operation, right? Then this will check if the operation is done. If not, this will repeat, perform some other operation, check, and once the problem is done, once the operation is solved, this will just exit, right? As I said, Yeah. So it's nothing but it will just it's just a nothing but a very big loop where we are calling an LLM and something called as a tool call, right? We'll also come to it later, right? So ideally, this is all that an agent does. To put it very simply, and let's get something very realistic, right? So if I'm a pathon, so basically what I did here is I check this. Okay. Now I'm going to ask it one more question. Let's see how this performs, and either maybe actually let's see how this can be related to this. Check my availability for today, and so check if I can schedule a new meeting for 2:30 p.m. Also with me. Okay, so now I've given it a prompt. If first is first I've given it a prompt. Now this is going to check if the operation is done. No, now this is basically getting started. Okay, now it is going to perform some operation on behalf of me. This is just going to check my Google Calendar. Okay, calendar availability. Then once the Google Calendar availability is done, we are actually getting this because of this new meeting are not available for the new meeting. Yes. So since I already have this meeting schedule, so basically as long as the operation is done, this loop will continue and then we will terminate it, right? So that is basically what is the actual difference. It can act on behalf of me. Okay. So these are some things which we can ideally do. And you should also know when you should use ChatGPT and when you should use Claude and Notebook LLM. Notebook LLM and have you guys used it? Have you guys used Notebook LLM? Use Panirkingla. Panirkingla, you can give like a thumbs up. You can give a thumbs down. Okay, wonderful. So Adu Patime, I'll be speaking here. Okay, so probably you guys are in your college students, right? So I'll tell you guys how you can easily prepare for your exams, how you can properly organize your works. We'll have like a QA session. End of the session, we'll have that discussion. Okay, so discussions we'll keep it for the end of the session. Okay, yes. Okay, wonderful. Now let's get started. Okay. So I think like chatbot pati pesiyachi. I think AI agents pati sollitem. Now let's get a slightly bit more technical here. Okay, so I don't want to overwhelm you guys. At the same time, you should know, right? So இங்க எத்தனை பேருக்கு ஒரு LLM இப்படின்னா என்னன்னு தெரியும்? ஒரு லார்ஜ் லாங்குவேஜ் மாடல் எத்தனை பேருக்கு LLM தெரியும்? வாட் இஸ் an LLM? தெரியுமா? கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? So an LLM. So basically நீங்க ஒரு hi ChatGPT இப்படி நீங்க கேட்கும்போது அது ஒரு ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் கொடுக்குதா? So hello அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது it is giving you a response, right? That is what you call as an LLM. Or in the ChatGPT, in the Claude, in the so Gemini, these are called as or a large language model. So it can நீங்க ஒரு question கேட்கும்போது அது ஒரு answer சொல்லும். That is what you call as an LLM, right? You have an LLM here, which is nothing but an when you ask questions, it will give you answers. Okay. Now let's go into something else. We have something called as tools. Okay. So உங்களுக்கு நிறைய tools தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும், கரெக்ட்டா? So we will have like a lot of different tools or a bottle opener or there is a lot of tools that we use. இப்போ AI ஓட கான்டெக்ஸ்ட்ல what are tools is tools are nothing but small operation, small functions that can do some things. Yeah, let's basically consider small functions that can do some things, right? So have you guys know about what are functions? Do you guys know what is functions? You guys are from CS background.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Or function,
Yes, sir.
It's very simple. Or an example, let's say every single day I want to, okay, let's get like a function here. Function. Function. Let's basically say multiply, right? So we will take input number. Then what we will do is whatever number we get, we will just output is equal to number into 5, and we will just return the output. So this is something which we call as a function, right? So it takes some inputs, does some operation, gives us some output. This is everything that basically an function does, right? If a tools adhe madri da, tools will take some inputs, right? Tools will take some input, perform some operation, and gives us some output. இப்போ இப்படின்னா என்ன, what is this, why should I know all this அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, ஸோ நீங்க நோட் பண்ணி பாத்தீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், when I asked this question to ChatGPT, இது எனக்கு எந்த ஃபார்மேட்ல அவுட்புட் கொடுத்துச்சுன்னு பாத்தீங்களா? This just gives me our output format in text. கரெக்டா? டெக்ஸ்ட்ல மட்டும்தான் we are able to actually get this output. But இது டெக்ஸ்ட்ல மட்டும் தான் அவுட்புட் கொடுக்குதுன்னா, how is it able to create like a Google Calendar event? How is it able to read my Google Calendar? இதெல்லாம் எப்படி நடக்குது அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, those things happen via tool calls. Okay, so it's very simple. So இப்போ நம்ம ஒரு LLM கிட்ட கேட்கும் போது என்ன தெரியுமா அதை ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணோம். So I இந்த மாதிரி சொல்லிட்டு then it will say get Google Calendar, then we'll have our input, right? So date we'll say July 8th, right? So this is something which it will say, and the LLM இப்படிதான் ஒரு டைப் மாதிரி பண்ணும். Then the Google guys, the people who are building the LLM, they will take this as a tool call and they will run some code, okay, in between this, and they will actually give us the output. Okay, so this is how we are actually calling it as tools. Tools are nothing but functions. ஒரு சில இன்புட் கொடுத்தா ஒரு சில அவுட்புட் வரும், அதுக்குள்ள நீங்க என்ன கோட் வேணா ரன் பண்ணிக்கலாம், right? So ideally I gave you these things, right? So it's pretty simple. It will do like, and we'll have like an LLM or large language model, or text கொடுத்தா அதுக்கு நம்மளால அவுட்புட் எடுத்துக்க முடியும். It will call tools, and once the tools complete, right, it's pretty simple. You guys will just have to return it. LLM tool. In the loop will be keep on continuing until the operation is done. This is all an AI agent will do for you guys. Okay, so இதுல எல்லாருக்கும் புரியுதா? Do you guys have any queries? Understand பண்ணிக்க முடியுதா ஒரு AI agent என்ன பண்ணுது அப்படின்றது?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I think like the time is 2:30. Okay. So I'll also be building some AI agents for you guys. I'm ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு tool மாதிரி காமிச்சிட்டு I'll also show you guys how I'm running a startup, right? So I have my own firm. So இங்க how we are using to automate a lot of our tasks அப்படின்றத காட்டுறேன், so that you can also actually use it to empower your daily operations, right? Okay, and yeah, let's get back to this. Yes, so it will basically, it's a big loop which is rotating constantly for giving all these things. Prompting, right? So இப்போ whenever we are doing certain things, right? இப்போ for an example நான் சொல்றேன், let's take someone. Okay, let's take Usha as an example. இப்போ let's say now Usha கிட்ட I'm going to basically ask, hey Usha, did you know what I had in the morning? இப்படின்னு நான் கேட்கறேன்னா, will she be able to answer that? அவங்களால ஆன்சர் பண்ண முடியுமா அதை?
No, sir.
No. So Usha definitely cannot answer it because she does not know what I have had, right? நான் என்ன பத்தி தெரியாம நான் என்ன சாப்பிட்டுன்றது தெரியாம she will not be able to answer. இதே மாதிரி தான் ஒரு AI agent. The more proper information that you give to them, they will be able to give you better answers. Okay, நீங்க என்ன உங்களை பத்தி எவ்வளவு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் ப்ராப்பரா கொடுக்குறீங்களோ, உங்களுக்கு என்ன வேணும்ன்றது தெளிவா கேட்டீங்கன்னா, you will actually be able to extract the appropriate information out of these things. ஒரு சின்ன எக்ஸாம்பிள் நம்ம எடுத்துப்போம், right? We'll go back here, right? So we'll take this. Okay, so help me study for my exams அப்படின்னு சொல்றேன். We'll just go to ChatGPT. Help me study for my exams. This is one. We'll go to another thing, and probably what we'll do is we'll say, yeah, so here we'll have this. So இப்போ இது என்ன பண்ணுதுன்னா, you are an engineering tutor. I have my programming exam in 5 days. I know C basics but struggle with pointers and recursion. Create a 5-day study plan with daily practice, questions and short revision summaries in table format. இந்த மாதிரி ரெண்டு ப்ராம்ஸ் நான் கொடுக்குறேன். ஸோ இப்போ என்ன சொல்லுதுன்னா, டு மேக் த ஸ்டடி எஃபெக்டிவ்லி சப்ஜெக்ட், நம்ம என்ன சப்ஜெக்ட்னு அதுக்கு சொல்லல. ஸோ அண்ட் ஒன்ஸ் யூ ஹேவ் இட், ஸோ இது என்னென்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்றது இருக்கு. ஸோ வி டோன்ட் ஹேவ். ஓகே, ஸோ ஐ ஹேவ் மை data structure exam in 5 days. Help me. Okay, so when you see now, இப்போ when you gave the proper information, அதாவது என்கிட்ட 5 days தான் இருக்கு and I just know the basics of இது நான் என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு கேட்கும்போது, this will properly create me a 5-day plan. So it will properly create a 5-day plan where topics, revision summary, நான் என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்ற ப்ராப்பரான இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் இட்ஸ் ஏபிள் டு கிவ் மீ. ஸோ இதை நான் எப்படி நான் ப்ராப்பரா ஒரு 2.5 to 3 ஹவர்ஸ்ல எந்த மாதிரி ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் பண்ண என்னால எடுத்துக்க முடியுது? ஹவ் ஆம் ஐ ஏபிள் டு ப்ராப்பர்லி கெட் தி இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் அவுட்? ஸோ சிமிலர்லி, whenever you ask an agent or an LLM something, you should also make sure that you are giving the appropriate information to them. Okay, wonderful. Yes. Now let's go back. So in the madri, the better information that you give to the LLM, it will be able to produce you a proper and more appropriate narrowed down response. Okay, so ஒரு ஏஜென்ட்டுக்கு போறதுக்கு முன்னாடி you should probably know what is these things. Okay, so where prompting hits its limits. So இது எல்லாமே நம்ம ஆல்ரெடி சொல்லிட்டோம், ரைட்? ஸோ இப்போ நான் இதுக்கிட்ட ஒரு கொஸ்டின் கேட்டேன். ஸோ இட் டிட் சம்திங் ஃபார் மீ. ஓகே, அண்ட் தென் ப்ராபப்ளி இந்த மாதிரி ரெண்டு ப்ராம்ஸ் கேட்டோம். அண்ட் லைக் ஐ ஷோட் யூ, ரைட், வாட் இஸ் த ஆக்சுவல் லிமிடேஷன். இப்போ நான் when I ask ChatGPT, when I go to the ChatGPT and they basically say and ask, okay, what is my availability today? So basically, if I ask this, as you guys might have known, ChatGPT and day பத்தி தெரியாது. So this won't be probably be able to answer this question. இதெல்லாம் பண்ண முடியாது, right? So this is where an AI agent comes in. நம்மளே சொல்ல மாதிரி, because இது ஏன்னா, so I'll probably not connect Google Calendar. Yes, it could not connect my Google Calendar, so it cannot actually do this. These tools are actually very advanced right now, but we are in the fundamentals. I'll give you guys some more information here, right? So இப்போ ஒரு LLM-க்கு ஒரு டூல் கால்ஸ் இல்ல அப்படின்ற போது it won't be able to perform some operation here. Okay. So yeah, so one static answer, அதாவது text based information மட்டும் தான் கொடுக்க முடியும். Whenever there is some dynamic information, right, என்னோட availability என்ன, இந்த மாதிரி இன்ஃபர்மேஷன்லாம் இது cannot actually take it. So it will not give us proper verification. The planning is also not good, okay, generally. And let's go. Okay, here is something which I'll sort of like show you guys. Okay, something which I do, right? I myself am a developer. I develop a lot of things. Okay, and like I generally manage stuff, handle meetings, இதெல்லாமே இருக்கும். So இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் வரும்போது நான் என்ன பண்ணுவேன்னா, earlier I think like when I was in my college's early days, I used to do this as well. So do you guys have this problem where like நம்ம ஒன்று பண்ணணும்னு நினைப்போனா பண்ணவே மாட்டோம்? So do you guys actually write it down somewhere? ப்ராப்பரா எழுதி வைப்பீங்களா? To do list மாதிரி போட்டு, do you guys have like to do list and all those things?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. You guys can thumbs up if you do, and thumbs down if you're not doing it. Okay, wonderful. So just for the context, எல்லாருமே அதை பண்ணணும். So it's actually very good to plan and like plan your day out, plan your things out. So this might be slightly overwhelming, but I'll tell you one of my probable use case for an AI coding agent, right? So I use a lot of different coding agents. I use Cloud Code, I use Open Code, I use Gemini, I use Codex CLI, இதெல்லாமே பண்ணுவேன். But at the end of the day, உங்களால உங்க ஒர்க்கை எவ்வளவு ஆட்டோமேட் பண்ண முடியுது இப்படின்றது மட்டும் தான் இட்ஸ் வெரி வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட், ரைட்? So I'll come here. So what I do is, this is something which we use. This is like an project planner. ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். நாங்க என்னென்னலாம் பண்ணணும் இப்படின்றத we will actually plan our complete project here. Okay, so இது நாங்க பண்ணுவோம். So இது நாங்க பண்ணும்போது so we will be able to drag and drop. This is an application that we use. I'll keep it very simple. So இந்த applicationல இந்த மாதிரி we have like I hired a guy just for planning the complete project, right? இந்த ப்ராப்பரா மாடியூல்ஸா பிரேக் டவுன் பண்றதா இருக்கட்டும், தென் இந்த ப்ராப்பரா ஒர்க் ஐட்டம்ஸா போடுறதா இருக்கட்டும், இப்படிலாம். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஃபுல் டே இதை நான் உட்காந்து பிளான் பண்ணி ப்ராப்பரா இது குரூப் பண்ணி இங்க வந்து கிரியேட் பண்றது. அண்ட் ஹவு டு ஐ கிரியேட் இட் இஸ், ஐ வில் கிரியேட் ஒரு வாட்டி நான் ப்ராப்பரா இங்க கிரியேட் பண்ணி ஐ வில் நீட் டு அசைன் அ மாடியூல். இந்த மாதிரி கிரியேட் பண்ணி ஐ வில் பி டூயிங் திஸ், ரைட்? திஸ் இஸ் சம்திங் விச் வி இன்டர்னலி யூஸ். நாங்க இந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் நாங்க இந்த திஸ் இஸ் அவர் பிஎம் டூல் விச் வி யூஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு சின்ன கொஸ்டின் மாதிரி கேட்கலாம். இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி நான் ஃபுல்லா பிளான் பண்ணி இந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர்ல ப்ராப்பரா எல்லாரையும் ஆன்போர்ட் பண்ணி பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு ஐடியால ஒரு எவ்வளவு நேரம் இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? Let's say if I am doing this, how much time it would have taken? ஒரு random guess.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 நிமிஷத்துல இப்போ how much it is? 10 நிமிஷத்துல how do you get like 80 different tasks, plan it out properly பண்றதுக்கு one day. So ideally earlier it actually took me 1 to 2 days ஆகும் proper project scope எழுதுறதா இருக்கட்டும் இதெல்லாமே இருக்கட்டும். So probably what you guys have shared is இப்போ நீங்க எல்லாருக்குமே ChatGPT தெரியும் கரெக்டா? ChatGPT yes, everything is good, super. எத்தனை பேருக்கு MCP அப்படின்றது கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா யாருன்னா? MCP அப்படின்றது ஓகே, நோ இஷ்யூஸ். இப்போ நான் டூல் கால்ஸ் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண தெரியுமா? அது எல்லாருக்கும் புரிஞ்சுதா? வாட் இஸ் அ டூல் கால்? இட்ஸ் லைக் இட் டேக்ஸ் அன் இன்புட், இட் கிவ்ஸ் அஸ் சம் அவுட்புட் அண்ட் இட் வில் பி ஏபிள் டு பெர்ஃபார்ம் சம் ஆபரேஷன். இது எத்தனை பேருக்கு புரிஞ்சுது டூல் கால்? ஓகே, வண்டர்ஃபுல். ஸோ டூல் கால் புரிஞ்சுது. ஸோ நீங்க என்னன்னா வாட் இஸ் MCP இஸ் மாடல் கான்டெக்ஸ்ட் ப்ரோட்டோகால். ஓகே, ஸோ MCP என்ன பண்ணுன்னா இட் ஜஸ்ட் கிவ்ஸ் அஸ் மல்டிபிள் டூல்ஸ், tool 1, tool 2, tool 3. In the Madri, it will give you multiple tools so that you can actually perform your own operations here, right? That's basically what it does. Tools are MCP is nothing but a collection of tools. If I'll actually show you guys how I ended up creating this. Okay, so I actually created, I have my own agent. So ரொம்ப simple. I have connected my MCP agent to this. So plain on the software pair. So now what I did was I just sort of like grab the complete scope. So என்ன பண்ணனும், நான் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன், என்னோட மீட்டிங் நோட்ஸ் நான் எடுத்து போட்டுட்டு what I did was I just asked it to so go ahead and like, so this is what I said. So we can create it the plain like call as notification, like probably make sure that everything is done. And so now this is planning it out. Okay, so proper நான் என்ன பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன், என்ன பண்ண போறோம் அப்படின்றத பிளான் பண்ணிட்டு now if you see me, this would have done something here, right? Let me show you that. Okay, so you see this, so calling plain create model, so creating the notification and streaming. So how does it work? This will probably go ahead and create some information on behalf of me. So I just asked my agent to do this, create pannu appdin sonna this has actually created all this. Now let's see something in action, right? எல்லாமே பாத்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கும் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். Let's try something out. எப்படி இத யூஸ் பண்றோம் அப்படின்றத பார்க்கலாம், right? So it's very simple. So இங்க எல்லாரும் CSE ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ்ன்றதனால I'll go like a bit more technical here, right? So probably நம்ம சொன்ன மாதிரி the software name is plain, right? Plain. I'll go ahead and show plain here, right? So plain is the proper like PM tool that we use. So இப்போ இந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர் மாதிரி நீங்க நிறைய சாஃப்ட்வேர்ஸ் நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கலாம். You might be using PPT, you might be using Google Excel, Google Sheets, I think PPT நிறைய பேர் யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பீங்க. Or if you guys are using some other tools, wonderful, you guys can try it out. நான் plain யூஸ் பண்றேன். So probably I'll just search for plain MCP, right? So yeah, let's go to this MCP server. So basically they will tell me, so there will be some instructions which will sort of like help you out with நான் இது எப்படி ப்ராப்பரா யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், நான் இது எப்படி ப்ராப்பரா இன்டெகிரேட் பண்ணலாம், இந்த மாதிரிலாம் இருக்கும். Then once it is done, I will just show you what is the actual power of this, right? இது எந்த அளவுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணலாம்னு, and I'll say plain MCP. Yeah. So இப்போ it's very simple. I have my coding agent connected here, right? So it's not an agent, it's basically an agent. Okay, யார் என்ன வேணா யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Now this is my agent, and if I go and click on this, you can see I have two MCP. இங்க plain அப்படின்ற MCP நான் ஆல்ரெடி கனெக்ட் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கேன், right? So now இப்போ என்னால என்ன பண்ண முடியும்னா what are the active projects that I have இப்படின்ற ஒரு question கேட்டனா, now since that MCP is connected, it will have list of multiple tools which it allows. So now it will think, if you பார்த்தனா this will call plain list project. So it will actually go to my software, it will actually look at all the active projects that I have, and it's going to list out that. So I have craft CRM, right? So which is here, what are the how many issues do I have here pending. Yeah. So now this would ideally go ahead, this will ideally ask me, let's go to craft CRM, right? Yeah. So it will probably tell me, yes, list states. So as I said, இப்போ நான் சொன்ன பாத்தீங்களா, this is nothing but a loop. நான் ஒரு question கேட்கிறேன், it is trying something out, it is calling a tool, and then it is again calling the LLM. 3P, it is trying to do something. Again, a loop is getting called, and then this is the ideal thing which is happening. But loop par nadakadu. So go ahead and create 5 issues, naming them from issue 1, issue 2, step down. Okay. Now, when I try to do something similar to this, now it is going to actually go ahead and do some operation on behalf of me, right? Yes, go ahead. Hello? So now I think like you would have known, right? Or normally the ChatGPT this would have not been able to do this, right? So now it is actually trying to create something. Now if you see, if you come here and reload, that would have actually created those 5 issues. 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this is the actual difference between an AI agent and a normal chatbot, right? So it will be able to take some operation on behalf of you. So we learned about an LLM, we learned about a tool call, and we learned about an MCP. இந்த மாதிரி இப்போ நீங்க ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர் யூஸ் பண்றீங்கன்னா go ahead, try it out. So நீங்க ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு you can actually install the ChatGPT application and you'll be able to connect this. Okay, so that is what I would recommend. So the best way to learn is to do. If you want to learn something, go ahead, try doing it. So that is going to be the best way of learning this. Okay, so this is the actual power of AI agents. You can actually automate your work. It's not just about asking questions and answers. It's also about properly knowing what to ask and giving it the right capabilities, right? Proper capabilities, it will be able to do all these operations as well, right? Okay, so this is something which we do, and all of our developers have like are used in AI, and they are pretty good at it. And I've actually had this session with my developers about like how crazy they are using these AI tools, and it was actually crazy. So you can also get creative, but learning the fundamentals is going to be very, very important. So when your fundamentals is stronger, you'll be able to figure all of those things out. Okay. Now the AI landscape, right? So we have ChatGPT, which is like brainstorming, writing, reasoning. Then we have like coding assistant, which will be able to write some codes. But like I've also showed you this, right? I also pulled up an assistant. I gave it some tools, and it is actually able to run it up. On notebook LLM, we'll come to that later, the last point. Okay. And yeah, choose the right tools. Yes. Okay. So okay, I think like we'll go into notebook LLM now. I'll tell you guys how you can do. So I think the semester editing, or is it going to be a first semester or second semester editing? Anybody, guys? You guys can actually use the chat. So one semester exam editing, have you guys wrote any exams?
No, sir.
Okay, wonderful. So when I was studying, right, college open wonderful. Okay, so 12th exam correct. So they used to give us like big PDFs so college right, they'll give you a lot of books. If you want books, you'll have to go and like use the library for fetching some books and like learning things about it. So I'll show you guys like a quick tool which you can use. Okay, it's by Google. It's free to use. If you guys want, you can also try it out. Go ahead and type notebook LM. Okay, so it's from Google, right? So you'll just be able to try a notebook LM. So let's basically take an example here, right? It's very simple. You guys want to learn about AI agents. Correct? Let's go ahead and try something. AI agent roadmap. Now, okay, AI agent I'm getting a website link. I'll take this as a source. Okay, I will go into this. I will paste it here in the link. Okay, the source add then let's do one more thing here. Okay, I'll open a new tab. I'll go to YouTube. Okay, AI agent tutorial or beginners. We will go down to this, right? So now I'm getting this proper build your first AI agent, right? I'll take this video. I'll copy this link. I'll go here. I'll add it as a source, right? It's taking that up. Now, let's say I have some books, right? let's try with some books here, right? So we'll try with some PDFs. So okay, let's basically take this. I don't have any PDFs already. Okay, agent handbook PDF. Okay, so in the Madri, they'll also give you a lot of PDFs, right? Yeah, let's take this, a practical guide in building AI agents. So, and I'm coming to Notebook LLM. I'm going to add another source here, right? Which I will say upload files. Yes, let's take this PDF. Open. So, if I know in the information, right? So now this specific LM, right? This specific notebook that I have created has all of these information. Let's say if you example prepare I love reading books. I love reading books. A lot of books na படிப்பேன். So, but you might not be too much interested in that, right? So, இப்போ நிறைய பேருக்கு எப்படின்னா ஒரு பாட்காஸ்ட் மாதிரி கேட்டா they used to love. I also watch a lot of podcasts, right? So, அப்படி இருக்கும்போது what you can do is now we have 3 different sources. One, the website that you got. Another thing is the YouTube video that you got, and then the PDF that you uploaded. இப்போ என்ன தெரியுமா சொல்றேன்? I want to learn about my AI agents. So I want a 7-day plan on how to do it. If you ask this now this will properly go ahead, read through all of this information and will properly give you the proper cited information. Citations na ipo இந்த informations la vachi process பண்ணி this will properly give you the proper output. Okay. This is good, but let's go into something else. Okay, நீங்க எப்படி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணனும் அப்படின்றதுக்கு let's say you want to go ahead with a mind map, right? Let's go ahead. Yes, and you can have like audio overview where like ரெண்டு பேர் பேசுற மாதிரி you can actually generate like podcast, then slide desk, right? இப்போ நான் இந்த PPT காட்டுறேன் பாத்தீங்களா, இந்த மாதிரி also you can actually convert it. So probably இது நான் என்ன பண்ணுவேன்னா whenever I'm sort of like preparing for my exams, right? So I would just like dump all of my books here and probably ask some questions. We'll be able to ask some questions. The proper in the book it will retrieve the information and it will be able to give you that. In the book or a long term or a long period you'll just be able to generate an audio preview, right? Generate this will probably generate. It will take some time, guys, okay? But it will probably generate and you'll just be able to hear it as a podcast, okay? You see this deep dive, brief, critic, debate. In the material, it will have. Unlike mind map, flashcards, the mind map is done. We go into this. I'll take it to full screen. Okay. So AI agents, define and concepts, right? So independent task execution or LLM managed workflows or dynamic tool use. We actually learned about tools. Decision making. So or LLM will make the decision of when to call that tool and when not to call that tool. Proper. Then what is the core foundations? Or model na. So we'll have reasoning capabilities, performance baseline, cost and latency optimization, and tools. So data, input data and output data. How do you connect it with Google Calendar, actions? In the Madri, you have these very powerful tools in your hand tips, which you can actually use for properly learning it. Or very information on the YouTube video 10 minutes and the book you might have sort of like spent like probably like an 8 hours to 10 hours. But இது எல்லாமே இப்படி குவிக்கா சம்மரைஸ் பண்ணி you will be able to ask it some questions and get the best out of it, right? இந்த மாதிரி tools யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது so probably use it, guys. So probably you can, whenever you are in college, right, once it opens you'll be able to actually play around with a lot of these tools. We are just getting started with AI, right? There is a lot more things that we can actually do and achieve with AI. And yeah, so I think like it is changing. The job market is changing, the AI era is changing, everything is changing around us. One thing which I'll tell you guys is always be ready to learn. Okay, adapt பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்கு learn பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்குமே ரெடியா இருங்க. That is obviously going to put you guys in the right step and right direction. We know. So current job market எப்படி இருக்குன்றதெல்லாம் கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க எல்லாரும். The thing is you should just be making sure that you are properly learning things. Now let's get to something else, so that which is actually going to help you sort of like close this internship and all these things as well, right? Let's go here. Yeah, I think like your audio will be taking some minutes, okay? But it will generate and it will give you the complete thing. So, as I said, know what to use and when to use, right? இப்போ ChatGPT Claude இது எல்லாமே நான் என்னை பத்தி ஒரு இன்ஃபர்மேஷனே கொடுக்காம ஜென்ரலா ஒரு கொஸ்டின் அண்ட் ஆன்சர் எனக்கு தெரியணும், அவுட் ஆஃப் தி பாக்ஸ் அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கணும், பிரெயின் ஸ்டார்ம் பண்ணணும்னா யூ கேன் யூஸ் தீஸ் டூல்ஸ். லெட்ஸ் சே யூ வாண்ட் லைக் a study assistant, you want like a research assistant, you want like எனக்கு இந்த மெட்டீரியல் இருந்து மட்டும் எனக்கு ஆன்சர் வேணும்னா நோட்புக் எல்லாம் which is going to be wonderful. இல்ல I want that specific tool to book like a Google calendar, இல்லனா என்னோட புக் மை ஷோல போயிட்டு ஒரு டேபிள் ரிசர்வ் பண்ணணும், இல்லனா I want to sort of like get the best movie based off like some sort of IMDb ல இருந்து, இந்த மாதிரியான ஆபரேஷன்ஸ்லாம் you can actually pick agentic AI assistants. Okay, so your coding assistants, so basically you can pick as a agentic AI assistants, which I showed you, right? So you'll be able to add in your own tools. In the madri neenga பண்ணும்போது you are giving additional capabilities to those AI agents, right? In the madri neenga பண்ணலாம். The notebook எல்லாம் நம்மளே சொல்லிருக்கேன்ல, so இப்போ நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி you will be able to summarize information, like make the best use of it, right? So yeah, so these are some things which you get to know. See, for a business, let's say I give a lot of employment and internship to people. Whenever I'm sort of like inquiring them or interview I just make sure one thing: everybody can use ChatGPT now, right? That is something which everybody will be able to do. But avangaloda actual business value ungala enna eduthu vara mudiyudendradha na paakrom, right? So can you use ChatGPT? Yes. So a simple framework is what is the actual outcome that you want to create, that you want to do. So let's say I'm creating a project manager. I don't just want the project manager to use ChatGPT, right? I want them to be able to use these tasks. அவங்களோட ஒர்க்கை ப்ராப்பரா முடிச்சு they'll be able to generate reports out of the metrics that we are created. இந்த மாதிரி what is the actual business value or output driven value that they're able to give is something which will be very, very important. And in the output and one more thing as well, these AI generated responses, right? These are not always correct. So அதோட ஒரு authenticity எப்படி வெரிஃபை பண்றாங்க, ப்ராப்பரா யூஸ் பண்ண தெரியுதா இந்த டூல்ஸ், இட்ஸ் வெரி, வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஸோ பை டூயிங் தீஸ் திங்ஸ், ரைட், யூ கேன் ஆக்சுவலி, ஸோ அ பர்சன் not using these AI tools and a person using these AI tools, if you just compare these two things, the differences is going to be day and night, right? So almost AI tools use பண்றவங்க ஒரு 5 to 10 times more productive-ஆ இருக்கலாம், but at the same time a powerful tool is only powerful in the right hands. இந்த மாதிரி டூல்ஸ் எல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி இது எப்படி யூஸ் பண்றோம், இது எப்படி ஒர்க் ஆகுது அப்படின்ற ஃபண்டமெண்டல்ஸ் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிக்க பாருங்க. தட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு புட் யூ கைஸ் இன் தி ரைட் டெஸ்ட். ஓகே so hands on, I don't think, like, I think we just have 5 minutes left, so probably post this, I'll probably share you some metrics. Okay, I'll share you guys some sort of like tools and things that how you'll be able to sort of like use those. Probably post this, I'll share like an feedback form, so other than I'll be getting your emails, I'll be sort of like mailing you personally with that. Okay, so an activity. So yes, so these are things which you will probably would have done. Yes, so yes guys, so these are ideal things that I just wanted to sort of like share. So you are first year students, I know that, but you are getting into the actual real life idellame varudhu, so make sure that your enjoyment kandipa irukanum. So enjoyment illama none of us will be able to sort of like, my college days has been one of the best days, right? I sort of like still think about it and cherish about it, but at the same time கத்துக்கிறதையும் ஒரு மேஜரான கோலா வச்சுக்கோங்க. Make sure that those things are right. Now to the Q&A session. So if you guys have any questions for me, you'll be able to just like throw it out. யாருக்காச்சும் எந்த கொஸ்டின் இருந்தாலுமே you can ask me, I'll be able to answer it. யாருக்காச்சும் இருந்துச்சுன்னா you'll be able to, you can raise up your hands. I'll probably call one by one. You guys can answer. We'll keep it pretty short as well, not too much, but first or 2 to 3 people, whoever is interested. Do you guys have any questions? You can ask me anything about the company, about job market, about AI. Thank you. Yes, wonderful, Sri. Yes. So if you guys don't have any questions, you can just put like no in the chat box, so that I'll know probably none of the people want to ask a question. Okay, wonderful, awesome. Yes, and one more thing da, so idu na sollikiren. So in the mari earlier stages la I was also very hesitant to speak and express myself. Believe me guys, when you get an opportunity, make sure that you're always properly utilizing it. இங்க எத்தனை பேருக்கு ஏதோ உனக்கு தோணி இருக்கும், but you guys would be hesitant, right? இது கேட்கலாமா வேணாமா, சுத்திங்க 60 பேர் இருக்காங்க, நம்மளை பத்தி என்ன நினைச்சுப்பாங்க, இப்படிலாம் you'll used to have. But believe me guys, I was one of you. I was in your place, and it took a lot of courage and willpower. But whenever you are getting an opportunity, a humble request from my end. So vidada, you just try it out. Try that specific thing. And once like on the mic on pani hesitation once you do that right, normal. I'm also just human, you're also just human. So you'll just be able to have the conversation. So எப்போ எந்த இடத்துல உங்களுக்கு பேச சான்ஸ் கிடைச்சாலும் இல்லைன்னா ஒரு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடைச்சாலும் மேக் ஷூர் தட் யூ ஆர் கிராபிங் இட் ப்ராப்பர்லி. ஓகே. Yes. Wonderful guys. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
இதுதான் மைக் ஆன் இல்லையாப்பா? Okay. Yes, da. Okay, I think like we have come to the end of the session. Just like for 5 minutes, I'll probably show you guys some feedback form. You'll be able to fill it up. So அதுக்கப்புறமா if you guys have any feedbacks or thoughts, நான் ஏதாச்சும் இது நல்லா இருந்துச்சு, இது நல்லா இல்ல, probably in the meeting சொல்லாதது, you can actually share it here. Okay. So as I said, so there'll be a couple of things. I'll personally go through all of each and every single one of this message, right? So because I generally want to know, I want to probably improve on whatever I'm doing. So that's one. And the second thing is, I would love to hear your thoughts, and like I'll also be sending you that resource, right? So probably whatever I used in my college days, I have like an cumulative thing of it. I'll also share you guys that, so you can probably use it. So உங்களோட phone எடுத்துக்கோங்க. You guys can scan this QR for this. Yeah, you guys can scan this QR for the feedback form. Just like it won't have a lot of questions, just go ahead and scan agada. You guys able to work it out?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Scan பண்ணிட்டவங்க yes, we have filled up அப்படின்னு ஒரு மெசேஜ் போட்டு you guys can feel free to leave. Yes. And okay, one moment, hold on guys. I think like is there any, I think like Bhumika, right? Bhumika was the one who's there. Is there any other sort of like closing session or closing note that you want from your end, or can I wrap the session down?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for your valuable and inspiring session. Your inspired on AI and career guidance has truly motivated our students, sir.
Wonderful.
On behalf of SA Engineering College, we sincerely thank Mr. Mohammed Anas and all the participants for making LaunchPad 2026 a success. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Thank you, everyone.
Yes. You guys can fill this up. Fill paniti, you can feel free to drop guys. Yes.
Bye, sir.
Bye, pa.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, what is the difference between an AI agent and a tool?
Oh, an AI agent and an
AI tool.
AI tool. So இப்போ இந்த டூல்ன்றது எந்த கான்டெக்ஸ்ட்லமா கேக்குறீங்க? லைக் நான் சொன்ன அந்த டூல் கால்ல இல்ல ஜெனரலா AI டூல் என்னன்னு கேக்குறீங்களா?
What you said.
Okay, what I said. Okay. So ஒரு AI agent அப்படின்றது பாத்தீங்கன்னா, let's go here. A tool is nothing but a function, right? It can do something. For an example, நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம், மார்னிங் எந்திரிச்ச உடனே we'll probably brush, right? We'll brush and we'll probably take a bath. We'll probably eat breakfast and we'll probably, what we'll do, let's basically say go for a walk at the gym. These are things which you do, right? So இந்த மாதிரி ஆபரேஷன்லாம் இருக்கு உங்க டே டு டே லைஃப்ல. தீஸ் ஆர் வாட் வி கால் அஸ் டூல்ஸ். என்னால ஒரு ஆபரேஷன் பண்ண முடியும், என்னால ஒரு இது பண்ண முடியும். பட் இதெல்லாம் யாரு பண்றா? யூ வில் பி டூயிங் இட், ரைட்? ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் த திங்ஸ். திஸ் இஸ் த டிஃபரன்ஸ். ஸோ இப்போ ரீட் மை கேலண்டர் இப்படின்றது திஸ் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் அ டூல். திஸ் இஸ் லைக் அன் ஓகே டூல் தட் அன் LLM will be able to access. Create a reminder in Google Tasks. This is also a tool which you'll be able to have. But இதை ஒரு ஏஜென்ட்டோட லிங்க், ஒரு LLM-ஓட லிங்க் பண்ணி ஒரு ChatGPT மாதிரியான ஒரு 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 கொஸ்டின் அண்ட் ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் ஜென்ரேட் பண்ண முடியுற ஒரு LLM-ஓட மொத்தமா when you are combining these, that's when it actually becomes an AI agent. An LLM with tools becomes AI agent. Yes, that is it. புரியுதாமா? I clear with this?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Wonderful. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes, guys, you can fill this up. And if you guys have any feedbacks, make sure you throw it out there. We'll probably make sure that upgrade this. Yes. Fill பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறமா you can just say filled and you can guys leave. Yeah. Wonderful, Swati. Yes. Wonderful. Sultan, Kirtana, yes, Rashita. Wonderful, wonderful, Mohana. Yes. Okay, guys. Yes. So I think like some other day, some other time we'll probably meet. So meet பண்ணும்போது we'll probably discuss further. Yes. Basically, those people who have filled, you can feel free to drop down. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. Yes. Yeah. எல்லாருமே ஸ்கேன் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? ஃபில் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? So I think I'll probably take this out. Yes, guys. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, we'll meet some other time if possible. Yeah. Bye, guys.